What does it mean when you're an independent artist or an independent label? To me, being independent means you're lacking resources. You're doing things on your own. You may not have all the answers, but you may have some money, or vice versa. You may be broke, but you got the answers, and you may have, a good formula to win. Either you don't have the money or you lack the resources, but you lack something. When you're independent, you're lacking something. You're not a record label. You're not fully established. You're short staffed. There's probably a lot of people in your team wearing a lot of hats. Maybe it's just you. Maybe it's just you. Maybe your whole label or your production company is just you. Or, you may get some help from your brother or I've been working with limited resources and limited funds my whole life, and I've been able to make a lot happen. A lot of times, having a lot of money can be a curse. Having too much resources can be a curse because it's like you're spoiled. You don't have to work as hard. You're not hungry. You're not hungry to succeed because I mean, if you're rich already, you're not. Just the drive may not be there. I don't know. There's some people that have money and they still have the drive to want more. And I was just watching this interview with the founder of Strange Records, the guy who started the record label with Tech Nine, and he was talking about how he was in the furniture business and he made a lot of money selling furniture. And when he got into the music business, he didn't really know anything about the music business other than he believed in Tech Nine's music. So Tech Nine and his business partner, they were able to build a successful independent label because early on, Tech Nine he wasn't signed. He didn't get the attention of the major label because his work was so it was weird, it was different, it was strange, and a lot of the labels didn't know whether to categorize him in alternative or music or hip hop. So him and his partner, who was in the mattress, not the mattress, but the furniture and real estate business, probably a millionaire. I don't know if he was born a millionaire or he said he made his money in the furniture business. And they took that money and they flipped it and started an independent label. And now Tech Nine is a success. They've been going hard for about seems like what about 20 years, and they've been running a successful independent label. They do all their manufacturing and their merchandise and all that shit. I mean, I just got all this information from just watching this one interview with him. You should check it out. But what I'm going to talk about is how he said something in the interview where he said something like it's like the trendy thing to be independent now, and everybody's all talking about, oh, I want to be independent and no record label. But it's almost like it's starting to. It just sounds like a cliche nowadays. Is the goal not to be on a label? Do you really want to be handling? Um, do you have the money to spend on multi-million-dollar advertising budgets? Like, did you see Jay Z's campaign for that 444 album? That was Sprint that was putting that money up. That was a multi-million-dollar advertising campaign. Like, if you really want to reach the world with your music, you're gonna need to have to spend that money. Posters and banners and billboards, that shit costs serious money. And if your music is hot enough and you got enough buzz, that's what a record label can do for you. They have the money, they have the resources. Even if you had a few million in the bank, 5, 10 million in the bank, would you really want to spend $3 million on banners for your album? I wouldn't. I'd rather have an investor or have somebody like a label. But recently it's become like the trendy thing to say, oh, I'm independent, I'm indie, and all of that. One thing I wanted to talk about is these fake independent artists. It's like in these fake independent labels. It's like, you guys claim you're indie and all this, and you try to make your artists look all poor and have them all in the hood and on the cover of the album they're in like this broke looking apartment and they're acting like they're all just grungy and dirty. But meanwhile, we know you go back to those fucking penthouses and those stainless steel kitchens and shit. Like this, I'm not even gonna say anybody's name, but it's a lot of fake independent rappers out there, and I despise that shit because it's like it's guys like me who've been working and are really independent. And I'm not angry. I'm just talking shit. But it just corny. Like y'all got the money, stunt. Do the shit with the money. I mean, y'all made it that far. I mean, it's like y'all are coming back to try to be appealing. Y'all are coming back trying to seem like y'all are independent and y'all are dealing with the struggle and have lack of resources. But in all actuality, y'all are backed by the majors. Y'all are backed by the majors, and it's a front. I just think it's corny when these artists, they try to just make it seem like they're all grassroots, and they might even make it seem like they're not affiliated with a major label. But 9 times out of 10, if there's an artist that you know about right now that's out and that's buzzing right now, they got some type of affiliation. If your father owns 33% of the music business, then your label that you just started is not independent. You can call it independent if you want, but if your dad is Barry Gordy or you're like Barry Gordy's grandson, you start a record label. You're not independent either. Not in my book. That's not independent to me. And I just think it's corny when y'all try to act like y'all are indie, but y'all aren't. What I also think is corny, like you ever see a low budget movie and then you watch it and it's corny. It's like it's this fake ass Robert De Niro in the movie, and it's corny. Like you see what they're trying to do, but it just looks corny. It's not. They're trying to make it look like some big budget Hollywood shit, but it's not, and it's just corny. And we all know those corny movies, those C D movies, and it just fails and it just sucks. And I don't hate, but I just think it's corny when I see these artists when they're indie and they're poor and they're trying to make these videos that look all like, it's like there's some hype Williams shit, but it's corny. It's like it's overdone, it looks overproduced. And the bottom line, I know this isn't the real shit. I know this isn't the real expensive, major budget, high quality shit. This is you trying to make it seem like that. And there's nothing wrong with finding a good director that can make a dope video, but I'm talking about the ones that look the corny shit that like it's like you're looking at it and it's like this shit is lame. Stop trying to show me some fake Louis Vuitton. I know what real Louis Vuitton looks like. That's the fake shit. You think you're gonna pass it off to me like as if I'm not looking at you like, look at this bootleg shit. Like that's not the real thing. It's insulting to my taste. It's insulting to my intelligence when you try to pass off that fake high quality shit to me when I'm looking at it like, no, this is that low budget shit. Just stay in that low budget lane. There's nothing wrong with it. It's definitely more admirable than you trying to show me that fake shit or you trying to show me some fake Gucci or some shit. And they're trying to make it look like uh, I hope you know. I hope you know what I'm talking about. I just think that shit is corny too. What I'm trying to say is stop trying to make it look like you're something you're not. If you're independent, your shit is kind of poor and low budget. Shoot that poor low budget shit, man. People like that too. There's a lane for that. Like stop trying to be something that you're not. Stay in your lane. Do your independent shit. A lot of time the majors they look down and they admire the shit that the independents are doing. I mean, stop trying to be like these major cats. Stop swagger jacking. Do your own thing. Be original. Everybody's copying now. It just sucks. It just really sucks.